Hey there, YouTubers and collectors. This is Salvador Los Angeles, here with my review of Universal Studios' classic monsters, Creature from the Black Lagoon. Also available is Bride of Frankenstein, Metaluna Mutant, and Phantom of the Opera. Collect all 4 of these 8-inch fully posable action figures. Warning, choking hazard, small ports. Small ports? I don't know what a port is. Small parts, not for children under 3 years. Let's look at the back of this package. Universal Studios' classic monsters, Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Bride of Frankenstein. The monsters are here. For over 30 years, fans have waited for the classic monsters of Universal Studios to be rendered in the fashion of the classic Mego action figures of the 1970s. Well, the wait is over, and the greatest movie monsters of the world are finally in the 8-inch retro cloth style with the quality and playability you can expect from Diamond Select and EMCE. This is brought to you by Universal Studios, home of the original monsters, Cheney Entertainment, Diamond Select Toys, EMCE, ComicShopLocator.com, and this is made in China, Guangdong Province. I wonder if that Cheney Entertainment is Lon Chaney Entertainment. That would be interesting and a bit of trivia. Alright folks, we're going to crack open the Mego-style Universal Studios Classic Monsters Creature from the Black Lagoon figure, and we're going to have it reviewed today by myself, Salvador Los Angeles. Thank you for watching. Alright everybody, here is the Creature from the Black Lagoon out of his packaging. And what fun he is. You know, I recently developed a taste for these Mego-style figures recently. At first I thought they were kind of silly, and I thought to myself, why are we going back in time with figures when figures are so awesome and great today and have come such a long way and have evolved, yet we're going back in time and revisiting the old cheap figures. I use that term, you know, cheap figures. But I gotta say, recently I fell in love with some DC Universe figures, Shazam and I forgot who, Flash and so forth, and I really fell in love with those figures. So when I saw the Mego-style Creature from the Black Lagoon, I thought, well, this is fun and this is neat. So let's check them out. Now, one thing I definitely want to say is that the camera does not do the figure justice. The figure looks kind of light green here, but in real life is a little bit of a darker green. So imagine this figure a little bit of a darker green. My camera does not do it justice. And something you don't see because the figure is in the package and positioned how it is you don't get to see the back of this. And look how cool that is. He's got the fins on the back there, which I think are really neat and fun. I would have to say one thing I can say as an adjective. You know, recently I reviewed the Spawn Mandarin figure, and I repeatedly used the term beautiful, beautiful, beautiful over and over. And I'll have to say that when it comes to these Mego figures, I'll have to use the word fun, fun, fun. And we'll have fun, fun, fun till the down and to the blah, 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 blah. All right, well, let's get into the articulation a little bit here. We got the head, we got the shoulders. Now the shoulder can go all the way around, but you are limited by his costume, essentially. We have elbow bend, we have wrist up and down and swivel, we have waist, and I could not get, for the life of me, get these hips to move. I don't know if they're frozen in there, I don't know what happened, but these hips do not move at all. So I don't know what the deal is with that. He has the knees, and he has ankles, and he does not twist at the ankle. He just has a swivel there. Now, let's try to get as close as we can with this camera. This camera is not my greatest camera, meaning it does not zoom too well. So that's about as close as we're going to be able to get. But let's see how close we can get on these fins. Now, the fins seem to be actually embedded into his body. So in other words, even if you were to be able to take off his costume, if you will, these fins are actually in his leg. I would have thought that maybe they could have made it so you can take off his costume and maybe the fins would come off with it, or the fins would stay in him but you could take off the costume. But essentially you really could not take off his costume unless these fins come off. Yeah, okay, theoretically you could pop these fins off, but who knows? I wouldn't want to do it. You might not be able to get those fins back on. Let's get a close look at his hands. Look at those. Look how imagine swimming with these things. You know, they have these webbed gloves that swimmers can wear where you can kind of replicate this for yourself. Look into that. For those of you guys who like to swim, look into webbed swimming gloves, and you can actually have this effect while you swim. Great for a workout and increases your speed as well. I'm sure all the top swimmers use it too. Look at the top of his hand. Check out these giant feet. Now, one of my gripes about figures, and this is not just this figure, but most figures, is that their feet don't have bottoms. You know, they have such attention to detail on everything. I mean, look how great this is. This is just a really fun, cool-looking figure. But look, there's nothing on the bottom of his feet. You could have given him some scales there. Could have given him some realistic-looking bottom of his feet. And also, it says they're L here and R there, left and right. Why do we need that there? I think your average person can tell by looking at these feet which is left and which is right, or at least you should be able to, I think. His costume is a cloth, probably acrylic or polyester. Look, let's get that nice close-up on the back there. As a little bit of Salvador, Los Angeles trivia, I live in the San Fernando Valley, and just a few miles away is Simi Valley, where they filmed a lot of the underwater scenes. And from what I understand, the creature from the Black Lagoon had two different actors portraying him, one in the water and one out of the water. So that's a little bit of trivia, both for myself and the creature. Well, there you are, folks. The creature from the Black Lagoon, Mego-style, brought to you by Universal Studios Classic Monsters. A lot of fun. I did pass on the Bride of Frankenstein. I did pass on her because I'd already had another version of her. And just to be clear, I mean, you can find a better creature from the Black Lagoon figure, also brought to you by Diamond Select. They seem to be the exclusive licensees at the moment. But if you want fun, if you like fun, this I think is the winner in the fun department. So this one is more fun, where some other figures might be better and have a little bit more realistic looking detail, because this does not look realistic, obviously. He's wearing this cloth costume. But again, it is the throwback classic Mego-style, and I think does win in the fun factor. Alright folks, so I appreciate you watching. This is Salvador, Los Angeles, and I just reviewed Universal Studios Classic Monsters Creature from the Black Lagoon Mego-style figure. Go out and get it. Run to the store, swim to the store. Swim, that's how you swim, like that. That's like a doggy paddle. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. And we'll have fun till the down into the